getting ready for the day, and it will come as no surprise that pretty much my full face will be Merit makeup, which is really all that I wear these days. So I'm really happy that I'm working with Merit again on this part of the video. I'm getting started with Merit's newest launch, which is the Uniform. This is such an amazing product because it's a mineral sunscreen with broad spectrum UVA and UVB protection. It's in the form of this really gorgeous sheer tint that just blends out so easily. So my Uniform is in shade 28, which pairs perfectly with my favorite product of all time, which is the Minimalist. I have this in shade Linen, and this is just my little stick of magic. It's completely replaced both my foundation and my concealer in my makeup bag. It's so blendable, it's so breathable. Like all of Merit's products, it also doesn't clog your pores. So in the summer, my face and my body are usually two different colors because I tend to keep my face out of the sun. So I'm just warming everything up now with my Bronze Balm in shade Clay. Again, this product just has a really beautiful, buildable, natural finish, and it just warms up my face in a really natural way without ever looking patchy. Now that that's all blended out, I'm using my favorite Flush Balm, which is shade Beverly Hills. I find on my skin tone, this just gives me a really healthy, youthful, again, kind of sun-kissed look. Okay, I've just popped on a little bit of mascara, a little bit of powder and lip liner, and I'm just finishing the look now with my tinted lip oil in shade Pointille, and that is the finished look. I love the way that everything that Merit does is so natural, so dewy, healthy, so buildable. It's honestly the makeup. I mean, you can probably tell that I look exactly like this every day because Merit's pretty much, like I said, the only makeup that I actually wear. And what is really exciting is Merit have actually just brought back one of their most popular gifts with purchase, which is this gorgeous everything tote bag. I have been using this every day. It is huge and it fits everything in, and there's internal pockets as well. It's a really gorgeous, thick, really high quality kind of fabric as well. It just, honestly, it's just the perfect kind of, well, everything bag, everything tote bag. So these are really limited and they did sell out super fast last time. But what is really exciting is I actually have an early access code, which means if you spend £110, you will get one of these free with your purchase, which is amazing because it's an early access code. It means that you should get there before they do sell out. So I think they launch officially on the 12th of June, but between now and the 12th of June, my code, which I will pop on screen here and also down in my description, will get you early access to this. So like I said, I will put links to all of the products that I used and all of the shades that I used down in my description so that you can go and find them there. And I will also obviously share that early access code with you as well.
Do you like it?
We've woken up in Milan this morning. So we landed really late last night. I think we landed about 10, 11 o'clock. So we just stayed in a hotel that was just really near to the airport. And then this morning we woke up and picked up our rental car and we've come into Milan just to get coffee, pastries, maybe some food or something. The weather is so nice today. It's really warm, like short weather, but not too hot. So you can still wear a jacket or whatever. So yeah, and then we're about to drive to, we don't really know how you say it, Genoa? It's where they make pasta anyway. Okay, we've just got to Geneva. I'm not really sure how you say it, but anyway, like I said, it's where they make pesto. We checked into our Airbnb. We're just staying in a really sweet little Airbnb. It's got this gorgeous patio, which is where I'm sat now. And we're basically just here because it was on Stanley Tucci. I think it may have even been episode 1. He goes to the Ligurian region. I think that's how you say it, I don't know. And that's where we are now. And basically this region is famous for pesto and focaccia. So Kenny really wanted to come and just obviously eat some incredible food, but also tomorrow we're actually going to do a cooking class where we learn to make homemade pesto in kind of like the traditional Ligurian way with Ligurian basil, which will be so good. And I think we're also making gnocchi or pasta or something with that, so that will be really fun. We're in Italy for a little bit, so obviously we were in Milan last night, just literally for the night. We are here for the next 2 nights, then we go to Portofino, then we go to Sardinia, and then we're going, I think, actually over the border into France at the end of the trip. And then we have some other summer travel plans. We're going to New York later in the summer as well. I'll bring you along for as much of it as I possibly can. But as for today, we're about to go out, explore the city, get a glass of wine, and just eat lots and lots of good food. We're basically going to try and eat as much pesto pasta as is possible over the next couple of days. I'm just gonna wear what I've been wearing all day. I will link this whole outfit. I feel like this is what I'll be wearing for most of the trip, this or some variation on this. I don't really need a jacket, but because we're going to be out until later in the evening, you know, when you're just not sure, but it's still, right now, it's very, very warm actually. I'll tell you what I am so impressed with is this Merit mineral, you know, this sort of skin tint mineral sunscreen. It's so good. Yesterday we had the longest travel day, and obviously you know what travel days are like. They're just, I don't know, if anything's gonna ruin your makeup, it will be a travel day. And I got to the end of the day and went to take my makeup off and it hadn't moved. It's so good. And again, today I've obviously been wearing it since this morning. It's so, so hot. And we've been sort of going up and downstairs with suitcases and it just hasn't moved. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking because we have got lots of exploring to do and lots of food to eat. So let's go.
You cheers these, but
Oh. Look at the ceiling, honey. Let me do it. Wow. We've been talking to the dog down here in this window. Okay, it's 7:45 and it is still sunny, but the streets here are so tall that it basically feels like it's dark. Are we going straight?
yeah.
Yeah. So we're just looking for somewhere, or Kenny's found somewhere that we're gonna just go and have a drink. And then I think there was loads of recommendations in the Airbnb for places for dinner. So we're gonna have a look through those recommendations and just find somewhere, go and get some food.
It's not the best shot with the shadows, but interesting. You taking us on a tour?
Now I'm shy, so can you talk? Okay, good morning. It is bright and early this morning because we actually have to leave at about 8:30 to get to our cooking class because it's about an hour's drive from here. It's up in the hills, which is why we chose it, because it's got like a really beautiful view as you're cooking and as you're sort of making the pasta and everything. Just over the coastline, and I love somewhere that, I mean, you know me, the more sort of rural the better for me. So yeah, we've got about an hour's drive this morning. We're going to this cooking class. It's a pesto and gnocchi, I think, cooking class, which will be so much fun. And then we don't have too much of a plan for the rest of the day. I think we're just going to sort of see where the day takes us, which normally end up being our favourite days on holiday. Just when you kind of stumble across things, and we always really like to kind of try and go a little bit off the beaten path. I mean, they seem lesser known to us, they probably aren't at all, but I think that's the rough plan. The plan is to have no plan today, which is really nice, except for the cooking class, which I'm so excited for. But like I said, gotta run, so we're gonna grab a quick coffee, maybe a pastry or something just for the road, and then go and learn how to make pesto. I'm so excited. Also, I don't know if this is noticeable to you at all, but it feels like with this Invisalign, I am basically having to learn to talk again. So I can really notice it when I look at clips of myself back. Like, my mouth seems to move in a completely different way now. So if you've noticed that, that's what's going on there. We're just rolling with it. It will be worth it in the end. Yeah, anyway, gotta stop chatting, and I will see you when we get to the cooking school.
It's fine. Yeah, I'll get some bread and let's stay still, okay?
One hand.
Make sure it has salt. Yeah, sorry.
I can't do it.
And mix it with the pesto sauce, okay?
Okay.
Then wash your hands, take your...
Good morning. We are driving to Portofino this morning, which I cannot wait for, but I am actually putting this vlog up today, so I don't know how much of Portofino I'll get to show. I don't know how much I'm going to get to see today because I'll be editing this vlog, so it's up this evening. We're going to Portofino. I cannot wait. Yesterday was just the best day. It was like my favourite kind of day on holiday. You don't really have too much of a plan and it just ends up unfolding just so well. So obviously we went to the cooking class, which was so fun, just so fun, and it was up in the mountains, but obviously I talked to you about that yesterday. But then after the class we didn't really have too much of a plan, so we just ended up taking the car and just exploring along the coast, and we stopped somewhere to grab a coffee, and it ended up being that beautiful little sort of shack just on the beach. Everyone there was Italian. It was really in the middle of nowhere and you had to walk quite a bit to get down to that bit of the beach. And we just sat there, we had coffees, Kenny had a fish and chips, I had some bruschetta, and it was just such a good little find. And then we did the same thing to go and get some dinner, so we just drove a bit further along the coast. We went to a few different towns actually, I can't remember what order we did it in, and they were all so nice, like so worth seeing. We ate some really great food yesterday. And we also ended the evening in, I can't remember the name of the town. Why are you completely naked? You know the lady with the boat yesterday, what town, what was that called, that place that we went to last night? It begins with an R. Raffaello. How do you say it?
Rapello.
Rapello. Kenny's saying it's Rapello. Has it got an H in it or no? Oh, it's Rapello. Okay. A town called Rapello is where we ended up in the evening, and as you probably saw, there was this lady and she has a boat, and obviously she must go out and like fish all day and then brings in the boat and just grills and fries the seafood on her boat and serves it in just like, you know, like little takeaway boxes. We went there and then we just sat along the pier with a glass of wine in a plastic cup and just sort of like watch the sunset, and I just love evenings like that. I love days where you don't really know what you're doing, but it just, like I said, just unfolds so beautifully. Yesterday was one of those days, so it was a really good day. But anyway, as I said, I need to get myself dressed and then grab a coffee and then we'll get on the road. I don't know how much longer the vlog will be. This might be the last time I speak to you before this goes live. So if it is, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for watching, and I will catch up with you soon.